Hey friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead. Yeah, don't look at my hair. Have some patience with me. It's a ranting tea break. So, let me fill you in on my afternoon because, well, it's 4:15 and I have been on the phone since noon. As everybody knows, when I do live streams, let me see if I can change. When I do live streams, I have to tether my laptop to my data on my phone because the internet here is too poor to allow me to do live streaming. And as most of you know, being in Canada, I don't have unlimited, my service providers don't have unlimited data plans for my phone. So I have been paying 90 some dollars a month for 14 gigs, the maximum I was allowed to have. 14 gigs of data on my phone so that I could do my live streaming and do my uploading work if we were at the racetrack this summer. Very expensive. Then about a week and a half, 2 weeks, about 2 weeks ago, I get a phone call from my mobile phone service provider. And they want to give me a tablet. Remember? The tablet. Now, the only problem I was having with my live streaming and tethering to my phone, aside from the price, was that even if I was on Do Not Disturb, if somebody phoned me while I was doing a live stream, you guys got cut off and buffered, right? So when I got a phone call from my cell phone folks, they said, we want to give you a tablet. I said, how much? Oh, it's not going to cost you anything. All you have to do is pay for the 3 gigabytes of data every month for $15. I said, really? You're not going to make me pay for the tablet? And they said, no, you're going to have a tab balance, but we will pay it as long as you keep the plan for the 3 gigs of data. We'll pay the tab balance. And when the tab balance is done, you can drop your plan if you want to and just go with Wi-Fi. And I said, well, this would solve a really big problem if, I said, this would solve a really big problem because, and I explained I had been tethering my phone to my laptop to do live streams. If I can tether to the tablet, that leaves my phone free to take calls if I need to. And she said, yeah. And I said, excellent. So can I switch data so I'll just switch data from my phone to my tablet, to the tablet. And they said, yeah. I said, great, let's do that. So immediately, the moment my tablet arrived, I went on to the self-serve of my cell phone mobile company, and I dropped the extra 4 gigabytes of data, and I took my phone down to 10. Now, I couldn't make any changes to my tablet until the billing cycle came up, which was yesterday, right? The 17th. So it's like, yes, okay. I went on to the self-serve and I dropped my phone plan from I had 14, I took off the 4. Now that my billing cycle's done, I went from a 10 gigabyte plan down to 3. I didn't save all that much money. I only saved $15 a month. So with my phone having 3 gigs and this having 3 gigs, I was paying the same price that I was paying for 14 gigs before. Okay? So then after I knocked my phone down, and when I went to knock it down to the 3 gig plan on my phone, the computer said, "Are you sure? Because you're not going to get this deal again." And I said, yeah, fine, go for it, no problem. So I went. I only saved $15, which was eaten up by this, right? So then I went over to this to try and add data to the tablet, and I can't. They lied to me. Somebody got overzealous trying to give me a tablet, and they told me I could switch the data from my phone to my tablet, and I can't. And in order for me to bring this up to 10 gigs, which would give me 13 gigs total, it's going to cost me $89 a month because they don't have data plans. They only have the 3 gig data plan. They have cell phone plans, and I can't use this as a cell phone because it's a tablet, right? But I'd have to buy a cell phone plan for $89 $89 a month. So then, in order for me to have 13 gigs, I would be paying $120 a month. Okay? So, I was paying 90 some. And between the tablet and that, it went down to, when I took the extra 4 gigs off, it went down to 70. But I still had 13 gigs of data between my phone and the tablet. So I tried to call them, and I scheduled a callback, because they get you this digital assistant who says, I can answer simple questions, but if that doesn't help, I can schedule a callback. Well, when I first realized, wanted to switch this around, it was on the weekend, and I asked 3 times for a callback to be scheduled. Never got one. So today I phoned, and I wasn't leaving until I got a hold of somebody. Three hours. 3 hours talking to 2 people. Okay, when I clearly said from the beginning, this is what I was told. Now, in order to have the same thing, I've got to pay almost twice as much. I've got to go from $70 to $120 and have 1 less gig. So 3 hours of explaining things over and over and over again. I was singing to the on hold music, because guess what? I got to know the playlist really well. There's only 5 songs. After 3 hours dealing with my cell phone, they tried to fob me off on another company who would possibly offer more data. So I talked to the next company, or the mother company, right? Or whatever the hell it is. And they said, no, the best we can do is your phone an 18 gig plan, and you spend an extra $10 to share it with your tablet so that you can share the 18 gigs with your tablet. And I went, and how much is that going to cost? $105. That's just for my phone and the tablet. That's not Howie's phone. So my bill, I would end up having 2 bills and paying even more money.
now send you a text to start your conversation. Thanks.
And we're back to square one. My best hope now is that they will give me a call back, which they haven't done yet, and I go through this all over again, explaining everything all over again to tell them, give me the phone plan I canceled yesterday back for the same price. And the best I can do for that is to guilt them into it, because that offer is no longer on the table. This is the Mrs. Wolfe from our half-acre homestead saying, get a name, get a number, get an extension number, get a supervisor's extension number, and guess what happens? It all comes to naught anyway. Take care, God bless.